Imagine a land of eternal ice, so remote and hostile that almost no human has ever set foot there. A place where compasses spin wildly, where satellites capture strange anomalies beneath the surface, and where rumors whisper of ancient civilizations, secret Nazi bases, and even extraterrestrial craft entombed under the frozen continent of Antarctica. Tonight, on the Fringe Theories, we delve deep into one of the most enduring and mysterious conspiracy theories of the modern era. What lies beneath the Antarctic ice? Antarctica covers a staggering 5.5 million square miles and locks away nearly 70% of Earth's fresh water beneath its ice sheets. It is one of the least explored and most inhospitable regions on the planet. Yet for decades, it has fascinated explorers, scientists, governments, and conspiracy theorists. The sheer size, remoteness, and secrecy surrounding operations there create fertile ground for speculation. Some researchers point to anomalous radar readings, unexplained heat signatures beneath the ice, and restricted zones as clues that something far more extraordinary than frozen wilderness lies hidden below. Officially, the Antarctic Treaty of 1959 was designed to preserve the continent for science, prohibit military activity, and forbid mining or permanent settlement. On the surface, this is a noble vision of international cooperation. But skeptics point out how unusual it is for rival superpowers, locked in the Cold War at the time, to agree so completely and maintain that unity for decades afterward. No other region on Earth enjoys such a sweeping, unbroken consensus. Why here? And why so absolute? To believers in a deeper story, the answer is concealment. They argue that beneath the ice lie ancient alien bases, long-buried technologies, or even living non-human intelligences. Declassified documents, rumors of restricted flyovers, and unusual no-go zones around certain coordinates are cited as indirect evidence of secret operations. According to these theories, the treaty may not simply protect penguins and research stations. It may protect one of humanity's most profound secrets. While mainstream science attributes the anomalies to natural geological formations or undisclosed research projects, the idea of hidden alien installations beneath Antarctica's ice persists. The continent's remoteness, its unusual political status, and tantalizing but ambiguous evidence ensure that speculation will continue. For many, Antarctica is less a frozen desert and more a locked vault, one whose contents could reshape our understanding of history and humanity's place in the cosmos. Let's talk about Operation High Jump and military secrets. In 1946, the United States Navy mounted Operation High Jump, one of the largest expeditions ever sent to Antarctica. Commanded by the famed polar explorer Admiral Richard Byrd, the mission deployed 13 ships, 4,700 personnel, and aircraft carriers, an armada far larger than what would be expected for a mere scientific venture. Officially, the expedition's purpose was to test equipment and train troops in polar conditions, but the scale of the operation immediately raised questions. Why would so many resources be committed to what was, on paper, a logistical drill? Whispers of something more began to circulate after Byrd allegedly made unusual statements in interviews. He warned of a new enemy, with capabilities far beyond anything known at the time, craft able to travel from pole to pole at incredible speeds. For conspiracy theorists, these words were not a vague Cold War warning, but a direct reference to advanced aerial technology encountered in the Antarctic skies. Such claims fueled speculation that Operation High Jump's true objective went beyond exploration and training. Some researchers suggest that Byrd's enemy could have been remnants of secret Nazi projects. During the Second World War, Germany was rumored to have tested exotic aircraft and even established hidden bases in Antarctica. Others pushed the theory further, arguing that the Navy stumbled upon something non-human, extraterrestrial craft concealed beneath the polar ice. In this view, the sudden withdrawal of Operation High Jump after only a few weeks, despite plans for months-long deployment, becomes evidence of a confrontation the public was never told about. Whether it was Cold War paranoia, rumors amplified by secrecy, or genuine encounters with something extraordinary, Operation Highjump remains one of the most mysterious episodes in Antarctic history. For believers, it marks the moment when humanity brushed against a hidden power beneath the ice, a power that still may be guarded by global secrecy today. Was there Nazi bases in Antarctica? Among the most persistent and unsettling rumors tied to Antarctica is the legend of Base 211, a secret Nazi stronghold, supposedly carved into the ice during World War II. Historical records confirm that Germany did send expeditions to Antarctica in the late 1930s, planting flags, mapping stretches of land, and laying claims in a region they called Neuschwabenland. What began as a geopolitical maneuver has since transformed into one of the most enduring conspiracy theories of the 20th century. After the fall of the Third Reich, whispers emerged that not all Nazi leaders fled to South America. Some accounts claim that high-ranking officers, scientists, and advanced technologies were spirited away to the frozen south. The stories describe fortified bunkers, underground hangars, and a labyrinth of submarine tunnels hidden beneath the ice. But what made the legend more than just another wartime escape myth was the claim that these survivors had access to something extraordinary: alien technology. According to the theory, the Nazis uncovered, or were given, advanced knowledge by non-human intelligence. Out of this alleged partnership came disc-shaped aircraft, craft eerily similar to the UFOs reported in the post-war years. Witnesses spoke of flying saucers marked with swastikas, suggesting that Nazi engineering had fused with something beyond earthly science. The idea of alien collaboration, hidden in Antarctica's vast ice fields, only deepened the mystery surrounding the continent and its uncharted regions. Mainstream historians dismiss these tales as exaggerations or fabrications, pointing to the lack of hard evidence. Yet the persistence of the legend, combined with the strict secrecy surrounding certain Antarctic zones, keeps the theory alive. For believers, Base 211 represents more than a Nazi hideout. It symbolizes a chilling possibility that beneath Antarctica's ice lies the relic of a human-alien alliance, one that still influences the balance of power today. Antarctica and ancient civilizations beneath the ice. Beyond the military operations and Nazi legends lies an even more tantalizing possibility: that Antarctica itself was once home to an advanced ancient civilization. Geological studies confirm that the continent was not always a frozen wasteland. Millions of years ago, Antarctica was lush and temperate, covered in forests, rivers, and ecosystems that could have supported complex life. For mainstream scientists, this is a story of shifting continents and climate change. But for fringe researchers, it opens the door to something far more extraordinary: evidence of intelligent beings who thrived there long before recorded history. The most famous piece of proof comes from the Piri-Reis map, created in 1513. This Renaissance-era chart appears to show the coastline of Antarctica without its ice cover, centuries before the continent was even officially discovered. If accurate, the implication is staggering. Ancient mapmakers possessed knowledge of Earth's geography that should have been impossible for their time. Some argue this knowledge could only have been inherited from a lost civilization with advanced technology, or perhaps from contact with non-human intelligences. For conspiracy theorists, the question then becomes, what did this civilization leave behind? Buried beneath miles of ice could be the remains of structures, machines, or archives of knowledge that defy human understanding. Satellite anomalies and ground-penetrating radar scans have only fueled speculation, with some claiming the outlines of pyramids or artificial complexes are faintly visible beneath the frozen surface. Such findings are, at best, inconclusive, but they are enough to keep the mystery alive. If Antarctica does conceal the ruins of a forgotten world, then its ice is more than just nature's veil. It is a deliberate shroud over humanity's true past. And if that civilization's wisdom or technology survives under the glaciers, the implications reach far beyond archaeology. It suggests that what lies hidden in Antarctica could reshape not only history, but our very understanding of who or what helped shape the course of human civilization. Now, let's talk about the satellite anomalies and strange discoveries. In recent decades, satellites and radar surveys have pulled back the curtain on Antarctica's secrets, revealing anomalies that only deepen its mystery. The most famous is Lake Vostok, a vast subglacial lake sealed off from the surface for millions of years. Scientists speculate it may harbor unknown microbial life, isolated long before humans walked the Earth. But for alien theorists, the lake could be more than a biological time capsule. They argue it might conceal evidence of something engineered, an underground base or ancient structure preserved in its liquid depths. Then there is the Wilkes Land mass anomaly, a gravitational disturbance beneath the ice sheet stretching some 300 miles across. Officially, geologists suggest it could be the scar of a colossal impact crater. Yet others whisper it may be something else entirely, the buried remains of an artificial complex, on a scale beyond imagination. To believers, this anomaly is the smoking gun that Antarctica hides more than frozen landscapes. It hides an ancient technology, or even the remains of a non-human civilization. Google Earth has only added fuel to the fire. Eagle-eyed researchers claim to spot pyramid-shaped mountains, symmetrical ridges, and even vast openings in the ice that resemble entrances to hidden facilities. To skeptics, these are simply tricks of geology and ice erosion. But to those convinced of extraterrestrial influence, these are no accidents of nature. They are glimpses of an ancient alien city, possibly the true Atlantis, now entombed beneath miles of ice. Taken together, these anomalies form a mosaic of possibilities too strange to ignore. From subglacial lakes that could hide alien ecosystems, to gravitational signatures hinting at buried structures, to satellite images that seem to reveal geometric precision in the landscape, Antarctica stands as a frozen riddle. For conspiracy theorists, the evidence suggests that beneath its ice lies not just history, but the remains of a world humanity was never meant to uncover. UFOs and extraterrestrial links. No exploration of Antarctica's mysteries would be complete without the shadow of UFO lore. For decades, rumors have circulated of alien craft hidden beneath its endless ice sheets. Stories abound of secret expeditions stumbling upon crashed saucers, finds that were quickly covered up by military officials and buried in classified archives. To believers, Antarctica is not just an isolated continent, it is a crash site, a graveyard of alien technology hidden from public view. The Nazi connection only adds fuel to the fire. Allegations persist that German scientists in the 1940s discovered alien craft buried in the ice and attempted to reverse engineer their technology in underground bases. These tales suggest that saucer-like designs seen after the war were not mere coincidence, but the direct result of alien collaboration. Whether through recovered wreckage or clandestine contact, Antarctica becomes the crossroads where human ambition and extraterrestrial knowledge allegedly converge. Even today, claims surface that UFOs use Antarctica as a staging ground. The continent's remoteness, magnetic anomalies, and unexplored caverns make it the perfect hiding place for operations unseen by human eyes. In 2018, a supposed whistleblower account described drilling teams uncovering massive oval craft buried deep under the ice, an event swiftly dismissed by mainstream outlets, but embraced by fringe theorists as further proof that governments are concealing extraterrestrial secrets. For those who follow the trail of hidden evidence, Antarctica is not just frozen wilderness. It is a hub of alien activity, a place where the skies meet the ice and the truth remains deliberately concealed. If these stories hold even a shred of truth, the icy continent may represent the most significant contact point between humanity and extraterrestrial life, a secret the world's powers are determined to keep buried. Government secrecy and the Antarctic Treaty. If Antarctica is nothing more than an empty expanse of ice, then why the extraordinary secrecy? For over 6 decades, the Antarctic Treaty has kept the continent almost entirely off limits to normal development. No mining, no settlements, no military installations. An arrangement unlike anywhere else on Earth. Skeptics argue that such sweeping restrictions serve a purpose beyond environmental protection. They see it as a coordinated effort to ensure that whatever lies beneath the ice remains untouched and hidden from the public eye. Access is tightly controlled, military flights are heavily restricted, and independent expeditions often encounter mysterious roadblocks when they venture too close to forbidden zones. Stories circulate of explorers being turned back without explanation, their routes suddenly closed for safety or scientific reasons. To conspiracy theorists, these restrictions are not about protecting fragile ecosystems, but about preventing outsiders from stumbling upon evidence of alien craft, hidden bases, or ancient ruins concealed beneath the glaciers. The mystery deepens with the strange visits of high-profile figures. Politicians, heads of state, and even religious leaders have made sudden trips to Antarctica, sometimes without clear public explanation. Why would such individuals, many far removed from science or exploration, make the long journey to the frozen continent? For believers, these visits are not symbolic but strategic, an opportunity to witness secrets firsthand or to coordinate the ongoing cover-up of alien discoveries. Is Antarctica simply a pristine scientific preserve, or is it the world's most carefully guarded vault? To those who suspect the latter, the answer is clear. The restrictions are not about ecology, but about control. The frozen wasteland may, in fact, be a mask, one concealing the most extraordinary truths about humanity's past, its hidden technologies, and its encounters with life not of this earth. The skeptic's view. Mainstream science, of course, has its explanations for Antarctica's mysteries. The Piri-Reis map, historians say, may have been misinterpreted. Its supposed coastline of Antarctica, nothing more than artistic error or borrowed data from earlier charts. The alleged pyramids spotted on satellite images could simply be mountain peaks shaped by erosion, their symmetry a coincidence rather than evidence of construction. The Wilkes Land anomaly might be nothing more exotic than a massive meteor impact, a scar left by natural catastrophe rather than alien design. An Operation High Jump, skeptics argue, was a Cold War maneuver to test military readiness in extreme conditions, not a clash with otherworldly craft. Yet, for every rational explanation, there lingers a shadow. Why does the Piri-Reis map so closely resemble an ice-free Antarctic coast when the continent wasn't discovered for centuries afterward? Why did the supposed pyramids show angles too precise to dismiss as random geology? Why has the Wilkes anomaly never been explored thoroughly, remaining a tantalizing mystery beneath miles of ice? And why was Operation Highjump cut short so abruptly, its records still partially classified more than 70 years later? These gaps, oversights, and unanswered questions act like oxygen to the fire of conspiracy. Each official explanation seems to leave behind a trail of loose ends, fueling suspicion that the truth is being deliberately concealed. For alien theorists, science provides half-answers designed to pacify curiosity, while the real evidence, ancient ruins, alien craft, or even ongoing contact, remains locked away from public view. To those who believe Antarctica is more than a frozen desert, it is a chessboard where governments, scientists, and secret organizations play a careful game of misdirection. Rational explanations may cover the surface, but beneath the ice lies a deeper story, one that points not to nature or error, but to something alien, extraordinary, and intentionally hidden from humanity. Why the mystery endures. The allure of Antarctica lies in its unknowability. Nearly 98% of the continent is buried beneath ice, concealing a landmass larger than Europe itself. What lies below remains largely uncharted, its mountains, valleys, and hidden lakes locked away from human eyes. Unlike any other place on Earth, Antarctica remains a blank canvas, its remoteness and mystery inviting speculation about what might truly be hidden in the depths of its frozen vault. For conspiracy theorists, this very isolation makes it the perfect hiding place. If governments or secret organizations wish to bury evidence of alien craft, conceal the ruins of a lost civilization, or guard the remnants of a human-alien alliance, there could be no better location. The ice provides both protection and secrecy, turning Antarctica into the ultimate forbidden zone. Whether it's the legends of Nazi bases, rumors of alien saucers, or whispers of advanced civilizations lost to time, Antarctica embodies the ultimate conspiracy, a hidden world existing not in the stars, but here on our own planet. For believers, the continent is not just frozen wilderness, It is Earth's greatest mystery, one that could hold answers to humanity's past and glimpses of its extraterrestrial future. So what truly lies beneath the Antarctic ice? The official story insists it is nothing more than frozen rock and water, an inhospitable desert with no secrets to offer. But the evidence, maps that should not exist, anomalies that defy explanation, restricted zones where no independent eye is allowed, suggests otherwise. Is it the buried remains of a forgotten civilization from humanity's deep past? A secret stronghold where breakaway societies guard advanced technology, or the most explosive possibility of all, alien craft entombed in ice, waiting to be uncovered? If there is nothing to hide, why the silence? Why the extraordinary secrecy, the no-fly zones, the blocked expeditions, the half-explanations that never quite close the case? Each classified document and unexplored anomaly becomes its own kind of evidence, not proof of what lies beneath, but proof that something is being concealed. Governments dismiss these suspicions as fantasy, yet they never open the vault. They never let the world see for itself. Until the day the ice melts, or until those secrets are finally revealed, Antarctica will remain the greatest blank page on Earth, a canvas for legends, conspiracies, and whispered truths. And that is why the theories never die, because the questions remain unanswered, and the signs, however faint, still point to something extraordinary. Perhaps the most terrifying mysteries are not those in deep space, but the ones closest to home. Antarctica, a frozen frontier at the bottom of the world, may hold answers too dangerous to share, and too powerful to ever let slip into the light. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Antarctic conspiracies, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment below. What do you think lies beneath the ice? This has been the Fringe Theories. Until next time, keep questioning everything.